They weren't going to get him to shore in time. Then, a divine power seemed to intervene once more. A huge wave surged behind the surfers and the board on which Todd lay. It pushed them forwards, propelling them toward the shore. In no time, they made it to the shallows and pulled Todd onto dry land. As he slipped in and out of consciousness, the sand around him turned red. He was losing too much blood. The lifeguards at the scene warned Todd's friend, Brian Simpson, that Todd wasn't going to make it. There was just no way anyone could survive such horrendous injuries. When Brian looked down at Todd's injuries, he had to agree with the lifeguards, but he wasn't going to give up on his friend. He worked as an X-ray technician in a trauma unit and was used to seeing gruesome injuries, but this was about as bad as it got. Todd was ashen white by the time he made it to shore. Brian told Todd to slow down his breathing. He needed to remain calm. It was his best chance of slowing his blood loss. The emergency services were called and a medevac helicopter arrived. Todd was airlifted to Santa Clara Medical Center. By the time he arrived, he had lost half of his blood. His blood pressure was dangerously low.
Better boys, you got bit by a fucking shark. Wouldn't your blood pressure be low?
Back up. Surgeons apparently had to first figure out what went where, putting the pieces of the jigsaw back together. Todd said that his lungs were visible through the enormous gouge in his back and side. Surgeons closed his wounds with 500 stitches
Good morning.
and 100 staples. It took him 6 weeks to regain the blood he had lost.
Jesus
Miraculously,
Christ,
Todd survived the shark attack.
That's why the ocean's scary, you know. Like, because sharks think surfers are sailors, don't they? And they come up from the bottom. I watched a thing a few weeks ago, this fucking idiot in a perspex box, and you see this fucking shark, and it's 17 foot long, right? And it goes around and it just touches the box, right? Disappears, you know what I mean? Next of all, the thing comes up from the bottom like a projectile and fucking boom! Don't ask me how my mum wasn't killed there.
Black and white pit bull managed to escape from the wreckage. The dog made its way to the main road, barking frantically at passing vehicles, but it would be 10 hours before a biker finally noticed the dog and stopped to investigate. Todd was rushed to the hospital once more. Tragically, after fighting for his life for 11 days in the hospital, he finally succumbed to his injuries and died in September 2016.
Wow,
The
that's
memorial
tough,
that
that
followed
man.
his death was attended by more than 100 people. Mourners lined the beach at Monterey Bay.
You know, you go out into the ocean to have a bit of fun with the kids and all, and one year gets gripped by a fucking shark. Imagine that, like, fucking hell.
Remembering one of their own. A minute's applause rang out.
I'd say it's one of the most scariest things that could happen to you in a lifetime. I'd imagine it is, you know, head up Oswald.
White sharks, also known as
Like I
great
said,
white
I've
sharks,
seen
are
this
some of the most
shark on a program called Shark
creatures
Week,
in the world's oceans.
and it was about as wide as a Transylvania.
And weigh over 5,000
I think it was
pounds.
pregnant. If you look at Shark Week 2023, type in Big Blue,
Apex predator of the
and it's a
sea.
pregnant female.
What
She's
makes white
fucking
sharks
huge,
truly
she is.
fascinating is their hunting behavior.
Fucking huge. She must have been carrying about 4 fucking babies the size of her.
Miles away. Once they
Like,
honed in on a potential meal, they use their
that
impressive
running,
speed
that
and
just
power to
coming
launch
at
a
you,
surprise attack,
hitting
often
you.
reaching out of the water.
It'll rip your leg off like fucking
Despite their fearsome reputation, many people are drawn to these
me
incredible
bollocks,
animals,
mate. That's why
seeking opportunities
I'm not getting in
to
no
escape
ocean.
their natural habitat.
Look,
One such person was Heather Boswell, just 19 years old, working in the galley of a research ship that was exploring the depths of the ocean.
yeah, well
Heather
that's what
Boswell
you get.
was living the dream, spending a 6-month term with the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration aboard the ship Discovery.
Oh,
Her job might not have been the most glamorous, but it gave her a chance to be a part of something bigger, to witness the wonders of the sea firsthand. Little did she know that her
it's
journey
like that'd be a great
terrifying
job, you
turn
know,
when
the
a great
Navy.
white shark would come crashing into her life, changing
Like,
it forever.
going all around the world on a big fuck off carrier, you know what I mean?
On the U.S. National Oceanic and
That'd be
Atmospheric
bad, man,
Administration
that.
research ship,
you know.
As it cruised through the Pacific Ocean, around 300 miles.
They say it makes you grow up, Service.
But little did the crew know that a terrifying encounter with one of the ocean's most fearsome creatures was about to take place. As 9 members of the crew took a break from their duties to go for a refreshing
9 of them are in the sea, yeah. And one of them is getting attacked by, right, sharks. Well, you see them shooting at it.
Meanwhile, another crew member kept a watchful eye from aboard the ship.
Okay.
The sun beat down on the calm.
You know what I mean? They're jumping off an aircraft carrier. Look. Hey, Andrew. Good morning to your friends. I'm watching something about great white sharks, Andrew, right? And I watched this program a few weeks ago, and this geezer was in this perspex box, and you see this fucking great white going around it, you know what I mean, and looking at it. And next of all, the shark disappears, right? It fucking comes up from the bottom and hits this fucking perspex glass. Smashes it. I don't know how the diver had a chance to get back onto the boat, but you know, they all jumped off an aircraft carrier, right? And normally, when servicemen go in the water, yeah, it's like you have like people on guns letting shots off and hitting them because it's like, but they're Navy personnel and they all jumped in, look, and she's getting eaten by the shark, look. You know what I mean?
Watched in horror as the great white submerged and then resurfaced, grabbing Boswell.
Andrew, and possible. Now, wait to hear this, right? So,
the shark had already clamped down on her leg.
I used to fish in Dunleary as a kid. I don't know whether you've ever heard of Dunleary in Dublin, right? Not far. And there used to be this big long pier. And me and my mate, it'd take us about 15 minutes when we got off the deck to walk all the way down to the pier, right? So, we're fishing one day, right? Now, we both have beach casters now. We're on a pier that's about 100 feet up in the air, and you look over and there's the fucking sea, right? You know, so, there was big granite stone, and then I had circles where you could put your rod in, yeah? So, I casted my feathers out and all, right? You know, and left me rod like that for a minute, right? Next of all, my rod starts going boom, and I just wait, I pull my rod, give it a little tweak, yeah, and I was like, fucking hell, bro. Like 6 mackerel on 7 feathers. There was one nearly on everything, right? Me mate got a bite, right? Now, I was using feathers, me mate was using live bait. Well, ragworm and what have you, and he bottom fishing fling. He caught a skate, and it's like a little baby shark, right? Now, I know there's certain waters they can't be in, but if you look in Australia and stuff like that, a lot of the ponds, they have fucking alligators in there and fucking, you know. But, listen, sharks have been seen in British Bays. Not massive ones, but fucking ones that can fucking pull you under fucking water, mate, and eat you with the 5 rows of teeth you have. You know.
He fired 2 more shots at the shark's head, killing it.
Yeah, man, look, see what I mean? When the Marines are in the water, yeah, you have someone, right, that is, my man's lighting the fucking thing up. You won't be able to see it there, right? But they're shooting at the bastard. Like I said, I watched a program called Shark Week, and they have this fucking shark in it, right, called Big Blue. You wanna see the girth of this thing. It must have been about 18 feet long and as wide as a transit van. It was pregnant. Yeah. Well, here's how it is, bro, right? You get the Navy, right? And as that ship is going through the sea, it's making a lot of noise and vibrations. Okay? So sharks are very curious, you know, and to let off a bit of steam, what happens is you jump off the fucking carrier into the water and you have a gunner up there watching your six, do you understand? Have to, because you're in the Atlantic, do you understand? Or the fucking Pacific where it is, or the fucking Indian, there's big fuck off sharks, right? Me bollocks am I jumping in that water. No fucking way, mate. I've seen Jaws. I know what happens. Din 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 din. Fuck off. Din 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 really means dinner, dinner, dinner. Hell no, 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 no. You know, I'd imagine that's one of the most scariest deaths. To get grabbed by a shark and dragged underwater, and once he fucking bites you, you know, you're gonna be pissing blood all over the place. They're not fucking awesome if they grab and bite you, Andrew. You know, but like I said,
she's on vacation in Cancun with friends from her exercise.
now I don't know anybody that's ever been bit or been killed by a shark. But I'd imagine it's. Oh, here. I watched this thing yesterday about Komodo dragons, right? Now, see them fuckers, right? On that island, right, in Komodo, there's over 100 islands, right? And them fucking Komodo dragons, man. Like, there was this construction program going on, right? And these fucking dragons, like I said, it's like all the drilling, they're knocking down trees and forestry, and these lizards can hear the noise of the machines, the drills. They can hear the vibrations in the ground, so they're curious. They come, right? And this geezer, yeah, he was stacking boards on top of each other, and there was one about 20 feet behind him. He didn't even see the thing come, right? I ran at him, gripped him. He looked around, yeah, and this thing had hold of his leg and was shaking like a fucking alligator doing a death roll. This fucking thing. And you know, every time my man tried to get up, I kept biting him. And like I said, listen, what a lot of people don't understand is, right, they've got the most bacteria in their mouth, but they also have a venom gland. You know what I mean? It's like, so what they do is, they have the venom gland in the bottom. So when they bite you or they prey, automatically they inject you with like a neurotoxin that within a few minutes you're like that, look, contorting and fucking dead. Do you understand? They do it with big animals like big goats and fucking donkeys and fucking whatever. You know, and they grab it by the leg, and once they have it by the leg, they sink their teeth in. If they grab you by the back or the neck, what they do is they'll bite you and then they'll readjust their grip. You know what I mean? And you're fucked, mate. Now, like I said, up until about 5 years ago, I didn't know that he had a venom gland. I thought it just come from the bite and the bacteria they carry. You know, I watched this program, I got like 2 big fuck off lumps of meat, yeah? And they injected like this, whatever that comes out of Komodo dragon's mouth. They injected this thing into a piece of meat, and within 4 hours you want to see this piece of meat. Oh my fucking god. And them fuckers, you know, if they hit you with their tail, you break your fucking leg. I'm telling you now. And cunts go over and feed them like they're fucking chickens. If that cunt bites you, you're fucked.
mother of two started using
But sharks, yeah, I love animals as well, Andrew. I'm trying to get a camera to take like decent photos, like, you know what I mean. I might go over the Etihad in a minute. Well, not in a minute, but maybe a little bit later on. I want to make some content and stuff, you know, for the channel over at the Etihad. I enjoy interacting with all the City fans now. We're 133 days in, and I used to go over dressed like a red post box. Red bubble coat, red fucking United shirt, you know what I mean? Fucking beanie hat, you know. And you're asking for trouble, you know. Like, it's reckless behaviour, you know. But I wouldn't do that ever again, you know. I don't know what I was thinking, but I know now one of the meds had me super sedated, and I didn't realise how sedated I was until I've come off it. And God willing, 133 days in, you know, I have to give me little boy a chance, Andrew. You know, I fucked up a lot of things in my life, but when it comes to me children, that's a different kind of energy. I remember last year, the middle of last year, I started writing a few things about growing up and what have you and stuff. And as soon as my missus told me that she was having me boy, I said to myself, you know what, I'm gonna give this mood stabiliser thing another go, and that's what I did, and I managed to conquer it. And I'm really proud of that, because for 2 decades I hadn't got the strength to do it, and because I have a good unit around me, I have me children, me grandson, me family, you know, me friends, me neighbours, you know, and we're a close community. You know, it's a high crime, low privilege area where I live, you know. But we have people out there helping the next generation, you know what I mean? I did all I could with them, you know. And I get a lot of satisfaction now. Youngsters reaching out to me and saying, yes, bro, you know what, I appreciate what you done for me, Jude. I've had people reach out to me and nearly make me cry and tell me, Jude, because of what you said, I didn't need to die. When Nicole woke up in the hospital, her father Alberto and her husband Jay were there. I'm like, even more, someone found the missing piece of her left leg and brought it like, people have complimented me in the past about certain things, but 6 days after the attack, I remember the first time someone said to me, you know what, Jude, listening to you and some of the things you say, I was suicidal at that point, and when you mentioned the police knocking at the door, taking the hat off, I got a mental fucking picture in my head, bro. What have you done to me? You know what I mean? Brilliant. Well, bro, I'm a big fan of that city. You know, and last year I slated a few people and what have you up there, but it's all banter at the end of the day. I've no issue with anybody. You know, like I said, it's a new year, and I, rather than argue with people, Andrew, yeah, rather than argue with people, I'd sooner bury the hatchet. Not literally, because life's too short, and I'm not wasting no more time, you know. Life's too short. We all have 3 things in common. we've got our mental health, we've got our children, and we've got our ambitions. All I've ever wanted to be is that, you know, the house, the wife, the job, the kids and the dog, you know, that was my dream. You know, it's a very noble, simple dream. All I've ever wanted to be was to be a father, to prove that I could raise my son different to the way my dad did. I never learned my son how to fight or anything like that. You know, me bollocks, mate. I'm not doing that. You know, now, like I said, with the grace of God, I'm overcoming a lot of stuff. And I'm proud of myself because I don't mind putting myself out of my comfort zone. Listen to this and it'll help you.
What starts here changes the world. I have a few suggestions that may help you on your way to a better world. And while these lessons were learned during my time in the military, I can assure you that it matters not whether you ever served a day in uniform. It matters not your gender, your ethnic or religious background, your orientation, or your social status. Our struggles in this world are similar, and the lessons to overcome those struggles and to move forward, changing ourselves and changing the world around us, will apply equally to all.
Andrew, give me 1 second, the missus.
And by the end of the day, that one task completed will have turned into many tasks completed. Making your bed will also reinforce the fact that the little things in life matter. If you can't do the little things right, you'll never be able to do the big things right. And if by chance you have a miserable day, you will come home to a bed that is made. That you made. And a made bed gives you encouragement that tomorrow will be better. So if you want to change the world, start off by making your bed. During training, the students are all broken down into boat crews. Each crew is 7 students, 3 on each side of a small rubber boat, and 1 coxswain to help guide the dinghy. Every day your boat crew forms up on the beach and is instructed to get through the surf zone and paddle several miles down the coast. In the winter, the surf off San Diego can get to be 8 to 10 feet high.
Hey, baby.
And it is exceedingly difficult.
I'm meditating. Well, I was meditating.
Every paddle must be
Thanks,
synchronized
baby.
to the stroke count of the coxswain. Everyone must exert.
Nah, look, Bob. All that hard work eventually pays off, man.
Back on the beach.
Me link was broke for 9 months.
Everyone must paddle.
Uh,
You can't change the world alone.
and it worked twice in 9 months or 3 times.
Your destination takes friends,
It kept breaking, what have you. And anyway,
goodwill of strangers,
the other day when I fixed it, the day after, Pablo said, bro, your coffee link's working again. Got me 8 coffees. Lena got me 3 yesterday. Can I shout out to Pablo? Not just for making all my videos, but for your 8 coffees the other day. Shout out to Lena as well. Bob, loads of people said to me, Joe, put your fucking link in, I'll buy you a coffee. So I said, fuck it. You know where I want to go with this channel, Bob. And I want to buy it. I want to get a camera. Chopper asked me last night, how much am I willing to pay for it? And I don't know. You know, I can't just buy a fucking camera like I'm having a baby. But, like I said, yeah, finally me bleeding coffee link is fucking working. Oh yeah, shout out to Ayrshire Chick. Lena bought me 3 coffees yesterday. I don't think I've had 11 coffees in 1 week ever. And like I said, on and off for 9 months, me link wasn't working, you know. But it's working now. Shout out to Pablo and Lena.
Several times a week, the instructors would line up the class and do a uniform inspection. It was exceptionally thorough. Your hat had to be perfectly sharp.
Sorry guys, we're gonna have to. It's a 1-5 on it. Boom! Sorry, my bad. And it's a long way. It's a long way to go to. Long way to Tipperary. It's a long way to go. Anyway, like I said, guys, you have no idea how hard I've worked for 6 years. You know, and shout out to the people I helped that didn't help me. And, you know, like, some people, mate, I'll tell you what, they're shady bastards, yeah. You know, I fucking hate that shit. But, like I said, today, I'd say I'm about a 7 mentally. My pains are about a 7.5 today. It's not too bad. It's a lot worse than normal. But in all fairness, today, like, it's not been as bad, like, so. I was gonna go out back for a drive. What do you reckon? It's not that wet out. Oh yeah, I'll try, baby, and you too. Make sure me son has something to eat. No, Bob, listen, for years, like, without mentioning it, the other projects I had them failed, and I set to buy me a coffee up last year or the year before, and it was broke, as you know, for nearly 5 months, and you know, I don't even ask people to hit the like button, and loads of people said, you, for fuck's sake, put your coffee link up and I'll buy you a coffee, and I did, but the fucking thing was broke for 5 months, and then I went on it there last week, and I tried to connect it to something, but it's working again for some reason. So Pablo got me 8 coffees last week, and Lena, Airshirt chick, got me 3 yesterday, so I'm over the moon. You know that people believe in you, and it gives you that little bit of incentive for like 6 fucking years. Honey, you imagine I went to Africa for 6 years, yeah? And I come home and I said, listen baby, I was not paid. Think about it, you're not going to be happy. You know, I wasn't paid. You know, it's like, I know I can help people, and you know I can help people. But some people don't want to help themselves. But it's okay, you know what I mean? Because like I said, I've found a way to deal with grief, with loss, with, you know, it's a lot of fucking pressure, man. And people don't get it. But I'll tell you what, you know when you lose your mum or your dad, you'll get it. Not you, honey, I'm just saying in general. It's like, it's fucking brutal, it is. But like I said, we all go through it, and that's the only guarantee you have in life, is to die. You know, and that's it. That's it. The only guarantee you have in life is to fucking die. Sorry, baby. Oh. But
during the entire swim, even well below the surface, there is some light that comes through. It is comforting to know that there is open water above you.
go girl, you get something to eat.
Which is tied to a pier, the light begins to fade. The steel structure of the ship blocks the moonlight. It blocks the surrounding street lamps. It blocks all ambient light. To be successful in your mission, you have to swim under the ship and find the keel, the center line, the deepest part of the ship. This is protected. But the keel is also the darkest part of the ship, where you cannot see your hand in front of your face, where the noise from the ship's machinery is deafening, and where it gets to be easily disoriented, and you can fail. Every
Nice.
seal knows that under the keel, at that darkest moment of the mission, is a time when you need to be calm, when you must be calm, when you must be composed, when all your technical skills, your physical power, and your inner strength must be brought to bear. If you want to change the world, you must be your very best in the darkest moments. The 9th week of training is referred to as Hell Week. It is 6 days of no sleep, constant physical and mental harassment, and one special day at the Mud Flats. The Mud Flats are an area between San Diego and Tijuana where the water runs off and creates the Tijuana Sloughs, a swampy patch of terrain where the mud will engulf you. It is on Wednesday of Hell Week that you paddle down in the mud flats and spend the next 15 hours trying to survive the freezing cold, the howling wind, and the incessant pressure to quit from the instructors. As the sun began to set that Wednesday evening, my training class, having committed some egregious infraction of the rules,
Oh Lord have mercy.
was ordered into the mud. The mud consumed each man till there was nothing visible but our heads. The instructors told us we could leave the mud if only 5 men would quit. Only 5 men, just 5, and we could get out of the oppressive cold. Looking around the mud flat, it was apparent that some students were about to give up. It was still over 8 hours till the sun came up. 8 more hours of bone-chilling cold. The chattering teeth and shivering moans of the trainees were so loud, it was hard to hear anything. And then, one voice began to echo through the night. One voice raised in song. The song was terribly out of tune, but sung with great enthusiasm. One voice became 2, and 2 became 3, and before long, everyone in the class was singing. The instructors threatened us with more time in the mud if we kept up the singing, but the singing persisted, and somehow the mud seemed a little warmer, and the wind a little tamer, and the dawn not so far away. If I have learned anything in my time traveling the world, it is the power of hope. The power of one person, a Washington, a Lincoln, King, Mandela, and even a young girl from Pakistan, Malala. One person can change the world by giving people hope. So if you want to change the world, start singing when you're up to your neck in mud.
Hoorah.
Finally, in SEAL training, there's a bell. A brass bell that hangs in the center of the compound for all the students to see. All you have to do to quit,
Just ring that fucking bell, mate.
ring the bell, and you no longer have to wake up at 5 o'clock. Ring the bell, and you no longer have to be in the freezing cold swims. Ring the bell, and you no longer have to do the runs, the obstacle course, the PT, and you no longer have to endure the hardships of training. All you have to do is ring the bell to get out. If you want to change the world, don't ever, ever ring the bell. It will not be easy.
They're not vampires, though they're highly sensitive to blood. They're not krakens, but they lurk below the surface, waiting for the right moment to strike. And they're not just a prop for B-list Hollywood movies. They're sharks, and they're as real as
Wow.
you and I.
So it's not
Welcome
bad.
to Fierce's Shark Marathon, a collection of some of the most gruesome stories involving the most
No,
feared
fucking
fish.
stay there a minute.
After hearing these stories, you might want to think twice before swimming in the ocean. Her initial cries for help were ignored and taken for nothing more than a childish prank meant to frighten other beachgoers. In this video, we'll tell the
Yeah,
story
boy, about
of Sarah Wiley, a young woman who
1
met her
o'clock
end
I'll
in the
know what I'm doing
shark-infested
this evening.
waters of Amity Point
Yeah.
on North Stradbroke Island, Australia. There
And
are many
shout out
versions
to
of
everyone
this
Bally
story out there.
Farmer.
This one
You
is
know,
based on recurring details
of
that
a
can be
few
found
good
in
guys
most,
that I'm
if
gonna
not
bring
all.
on the panel.
Make sure to let us know
You know, a
what
few
you
of
think
me own, a
really
few
happened
good
in
dubs.
the comments below.
Pablo,
January 7th,
Stevie.
2006. 21-year-old Sarah Wiley
Yeah,
was visiting
Chopper
North
doesn't really
Stradbroke Island with
come
several
on
of her
like
friends
fucking
from a
air.
church group. They
So
were having a
me,
normal, fun
Pablo,
day at the beach
Stevie,
in the waters of
Spencer,
Amity Point where
Luke
they were
Gilligan.
renting a holiday house.
That's only
They were
5
tourists
of
on
us, that's
North
an
Stradbroke
easy
Island,
5.
and with this came a serious fault. Unlike locals of the island, Sarah and her group didn't know just how dangerous those particular waves were. And they weren't aware that in those weather conditions, sharks were more likely to come closer to shore, dangerously looking for any source of nutrition. As the day was coming to an end, Sarah Wiley unwittingly
You know,
rushed
mental
toward
health
a
is so important to us, and
conversation about the safety of
a lot,
Australian
there's a
waters.
lot of people that don't take mental health serious, and it's as serious as a heart attack. Do you understand? It's very serious, and men like to be men, right? But see, in the military, what he teaches is right, is discipline. And if you haven't got it, you'll find it. They'll help you find it. They'll motivate you to find the
The
book.
channel is close to shore, but it's also tidal and deep. As the locals know, shark sightings
I have,
but Sarah Wiley
I have a
wasn't
few
local. She was a
dubs.
tourist who loved swimming.
And it
she was
takes
good
you
at
a minute
She
to
had
put a
been
panel
swimming
together
before
of
she could even
trustworthy
walk. According to
people.
her family, being in
Do you
water
understand,
was
like,
Sarah's
I can
second
bring
nature. It was normal
Pablo,
for her to push
Stevie,
her limits, and
Chopper,
she moved
Spencer
swiftly
and
through
Luke
the
on.
waves. But as
All
fate sometimes
Dubliners.
has it, her biggest pleasure was
All
to
me own
bring her
people.
untimely end. January 7, 2006 was an extraordinary
And that's how it'll start,
day.
you know.
The sky was completely covered in clouds.
We'll probably do
There
it
wasn't
this
much
evening
light.
on.
Even more, there had been a fairly big storm the previous night. That meant that the water was still murky.
I did say once that
There was a lot of wash
New
off.
Year comes,
Still, it wasn't enough to deter
I'll be
21-year-old Sarah
133
White
days
and her
off
church
today,
friends from
mate.
taking a swim. The group of friends got in the waters at Amity Point.
No more
The beach
sedation
was
for me. My
uncontrolled,
mother would
which
have been
may
well proud of
contributed
me,
to
you
the
know.
appeal of the place. The day was slowly coming to an end, but there was still time for a couple more minutes of frolicking in the waves.
Me dad
It
as
was
well.
initially reported that Sarah
I can
Wiley
hear
was
them in
swimming
my head
water,
saying,
not even up to her neck.
look how strong you are, and I can hear Hans Zimmer, Zimmerman in the back.
Out of the clear shallows and into the deeper water of Rainbow Channel. Being an experienced swimmer, Sarah was probably confident
Fail
in
to
her
prepare and you
abilities,
prepared to
but as it
fail.
turned out, She shouldn't have been worried about her
That's what he
crowds.
used to say to me.
Instead, she should have been
Fail
worried
to
about
prepare
the
you.
pit beneath the waves.
Prepare to fail.
Soon she came upon
He
Margaret
was
Lewis
very wise, my
signifying
dad.
the
He was
presence
a
of
fucking
drum
philosopher
lines.
in his
Drum
own
lines are
mind,
aquatic traps,
in his own
meant
right, because
particularly for large sharks.
he read a
Usually
lot,
deployed near
you know,
indoor
about
swimming
fucking
beaches. They're used to
leaders,
lure and
tyrants,
capture
rulers,
predators in order
dictators,
to reduce the
you know,
probability of shark
cunts
attacks.
that
Getting
colonise
close to the
islands
drum
for
lines,
years,
Sarah
like the
Wiley was
British
getting
government
close to
have,
baits and aquatic detritus.
you know.
By swimming there, the young woman put herself at risk, but she did so unknowingly. By the time she got there, it was probably too late to alter the gruesome course of the events. Sarah was making her way back, swimming toward the shore. She wasn't far away from her friends.
Nah, it's like,
Some nights she disappeared.
what I truly
When
believe
she left
is,
the phone for 6 seconds later, there was just one word she could
men are
Shark.
afraid to talk
She
about the
screamed,
mental health
terrified
issues
and
because
her friends and other beachgoers
people,
couldn't see
there's a
anything
weakness
first,
attached
so
to it. They
naturally
say you're
they
weak
thought the young woman was joking,
when you've
trying to
mental
pull a
health
prank on
issues.
her
Well,
friends,
if that's what you
especially
think,
since
well
there were
then
lots
you're a
of
fucking
dolphins in the
knobhead.
water.
You know,
Meanwhile, Sarah was being mauled by
mental-health
sharks.
illness
She started
is
screaming
as
at
serious
them.
as a
People
heart
finally
attack. It's
realized
as
the
serious as
severity of the
cancer.
situation. Her friends
Do you
rushed toward
understand?
the young woman,
It's
and so
like,
did other beachgoers. Accounts of what exactly happened
and
vary wildly.
we
What
need
we
to
do
empower
know
each
is that
other rather
after
than put
realizing
each
Sarah
other
was
down.
actually in
And I'll
mortal
tell you one
danger,
thing,
people rushed
in a
to
few
help.
months' time,
Among them was Josiah
everybody
Tinkoff,
that's a
who
spanner
was
on
at the
my
beach
channel
with his pregnant wife
and
and
who
his 5
ends up
kids.
being a member
When he
of
heard
the
the screams
channel,
of terror,
I'm gonna
Josiah
help the
sprung
channel
into
grow.
action. There was a chance the girl was only joking, yes,
You
but
know,
what if she was
and I'll
really an
share
adult shark
that stuff
because
on
she
all
knew
my
it would catch
socials,
the
my
attention of
YouTube,
more people?
my
Or what
Insta,
if there were truly
TikTok,
sharks in the water
Messenger,
attacking her? As he made his way in the water,
because I
Josiah
want
could
people's
see
channel
Sarah
to
bobbing
grow.
up and down, struggling. His
And
relatives,
that's what I want
hundreds
for
of
my
them,
members, and
also
anyway,
rushed to
that's
help.
what I
When he went
see.
to grab Sarah's arm in order
You know,
to pull her out, the man was terrified to see her arm simply wasn't there anymore.
like you never
As he
forget
was
the
fighting
people
against
that
to get
helped
Sarah
you
out of the water,
and
they
helped the
used
channel
paddles,
grow.
trying to
You
stem
know
the
what I
flow
mean?
from
And that's why I'll
Sarah's
always be
injuries
grateful
were
to Pablo,
extensive. It was plain to see her
because he's
condition
made
was
me over
critical.
100
The girl was
videos, you
bleeding
know what I
heavily.
mean?
Her arms, her legs, and her torso had all
And
suffered horrific injuries.
combining
When
all my
police when ambulance
socials,
paramedics reached her, Sarah was
I am
barely
about
alive. Her friends and
194
other
away from
beachgoers were left
6,000
in shock,
videos.
hugging
I
and
knew I
crying
wasn't far
long
off
after
the mark.
paramedics had departed with Sarah.
Imagine that, 6,000 videos I've made. Well, 5,814 or something, you know. But YouTube has learnt me a few things about myself. You know, put myself out of my comfort zone on a platform where it can be chaotic. You know, but if the positive from YouTube last year is I got my channel back. That was the main thing.
The attack sparked a conversation about safety measures, mainly
You know.
because that
And
particular beach was
that's how it
protected
is.
by Queensland's shark safety program and had been so since 1997. Then acting Premier Anna Bligh ordered an investigation to assess whether the program was still effective. According to her, the attack proved the shark safety program wasn't an impenetrable barrier between bathers and sharks. Initial reports said Sarah had been swimming with her dog, which was reportedly what had attracted the sharks in the first place. But these accounts soon proved to be false. In fact, there wasn't one specific reason for the attack. There were multiple ones. The gloomy weather and the murky water contributed to the events. And obviously, so did the fact that Sarah had unwittingly swum too close to the baits. The hour was also a factor. The attack
No
reportedly
shit.
happening sometime
She brought a dog for a
after
fucking
4
swim in the ocean,
afternoon.
and he got fucking eaten.
January, when sharks are particularly
You know, how can you complain about that?
Most locals
That's
see
fucking
that
stupidity at its highest level.
as inevitable. Many of them
Bringing
were
your
even
dog
surprised
in,
that something
like the
that
fucking
happened.
thing barks and makes noise. Them fuckers are attracted to noise and vibrations.
Visitors didn't know the water. There should have been warning signs upon entering the beach. About 400 mourners attended Sarah Wiley's funeral. She was loved by her community and remembered as a fun-loving girl who lived life.
Hey there, so Subscribe to our YouTube channel now to unlock the secrets to a successful global expat life. Are you eager to live overseas, immerse yourself in new cultures, and connect with like-minded individuals from all over the world? We know the struggles that you face, and we're here to help you overcome them. If living abroad doesn't resonate with you, though, feel free to click that skip ad button. Otherwise, join our thriving community and let us guide you every step of the way. My name is Mikkel Thorpe. I am the founder of Expat Money, and I have over 2 decades of experience guiding people just like you. When you subscribe to our channel,
I mean, just like you. How would you know what I'm like, you fucking big
to
sausage?
help you tackle complex bureaucratic procedures,
Shut up. How about fuck you?
second passport, establish tax-efficient structure.
Yeah, structure me bollocks.
At full speed. According to her friends, Sarah had always been an exceptionally passionate girl. Sadly, hers was the first shark-related death at a beach protected by Queensland's Shark Safety Program since the program's implementation in 1962. There are a few things that you can do to reduce
I've watched a
the
lot
risk
of
being
programs
attacked
on
by a
shark.
in Australia.
Yeah.
First, avoid swimming in areas
You're
where
getting
sharks
built today.
resin, such as
Oh.
colonies or areas where there is
Well, it'll be here in
shark
April,
attack.
baby.
Second, stay in groups when swimming, as sharks are more likely to attack solitary individuals. Third, avoid swimming at dawn, dusk, or at night, as these are the times when sharks are most active. Finally, if you see a shark, try to get out of the water as quickly and calmly as possible. It's January 31st, 2011. 39-year-old Nicole Moore is enjoying her day at the beach. She's on vacation in Cancun with friends from her exercise group from back home in Orangeville, Ontario. And nothing is better than the tropical weather for these fitness-loving people. After an intense game of volleyball on the beach, Nicole's friends decide to head back to the hotel for some lunch. She tells them to go ahead without her. She'd much rather take a little swim to refresh her spirit and wash the stubborn, soft sand off her skin. She doesn't know it yet, but this choice is going to change her life forever, put her beliefs to test, and terrify anyone who hears this story.
Sharks think that
Cancun is one of Mexico's most
divers
popular
and surfers,
on the Caribbean
like,
Sea. The city teems
if you
with
look
life.
at an anagram of a sail and a surfer on a board,
Restaurants, but nothing quite compares with the white pool sand beaches.
they look identical. And then the wetsuit is fucking black, so you're like a seal. And sharks, like, they'll come up. You know what I mean? It's like, and like these fuckers, you ever see them when they come up and they dive up in the air, an explosion in the water, fucking gripping a seal, man. Fucking, you know, oh man, well the only whales do that, sling them. You know, but great white sharks, mate, listen to me, yeah? You're in the fucking ocean, that's their home. You know, and respect it. Like, if you're in the fucking water, this geezer was on a jet ski, yeah? And as he's about to take off, this big 20-footer just ate him in one bite. His mate seen it. You know what I mean? He cut his mate's legs off, he bit him. He fucking got him so much, he got his head and shoulders, chest, and all that was left was a pair of legs. Imagine seeing that, your mate getting bit basically in half. And what can you do against a great white shark? Unless you have a fucking sawn off, or fucking something, or a fucking AK or anything. Because them fuckers, like I said, they fibro straight at teeth. You know, and I wouldn't like to be fucking bit by one. I was watching this thing earlier, and this kid, he was on holiday in Australia with his family, okay? And when they got off the flight, even though they had a bit of jet lag, they decided to go down to the beach straight away, okay? And they went down, shorts, the kids in the shorts and the bikinis, and he had one son, right? Now his son ran out into the ocean, there next of all. He's screaming. He's running out of the water. I start thinking it's a shark. He's screaming. He's like, ah! The stars were like, what's wrong with you? He said the jellyfish has just stung me, right? You want to see all the fucking marks all over him from this jellyfish? And this kid was on fire. And he's screaming and he's like, please, Daddy, help me, help me, help me. You know what I mean? The dad can't do nothing. You know. Yeah, but he got stung by a fucking one of their jellyfish. And the baby ones, the fucking, some of the most lethal fucking, it's like venom going through you. You know what I mean? Like I said. And I was watching a thing about Komodo dragons, right? Now, up until 5 years, I wasn't aware that they had a venom gland. And if one of them Komodo dragons bites you, what they do is they release an anti-venom into you. And if you don't die from that, you'll die from the bacteria. It'll kill you. What they did was, they got a syringe of that saliva, put it into a big lump of meat, compared to another bit of meat. Like I said, when them bastards grab an animal, them Komodo dragons, if you look at the big ones, they grab hold of goats and sheep, right? Bite them. What they do is, and then, as soon as you move, they'll readjust the grip on you. Just like tigers and lions and what have you. You can sense the pituitary gland there. So when they bite on your neck, it's like if they haven't got it right, you turn a second and he will readjust his bite. And then you are done. But guys, give me a minute. My pal Luke's had to give me a text, right guys? Then, this evening. And just have a catch up. You know. Just have a catch up. You know, I'm not the best at StreamYard. But I'm gonna give it a go because there's a few people that I get along with great. You know, like for instance, I have Pablo, Stevie and Chopper, yeah? Spencer McDermott and Luke Gilligan, Dublin. He's got a photographic memory, the motherfucker. You know, and like I said, I recognise things like that. Do you understand? I pick up on things like that. So, like I said, I did say I was going to put a panel of dubs together, didn't I? And this channel, like I said, I'm happy. We started last February the 5th. Today we're on the 3rd of January. So it'll be 11 months, yeah. And I'm really delighted with the progress of the channel, and I'm gonna bring a few people on my panel. I already have identified my panel. I have a lot of great mods, but I have a few dubs. I have a few dubs as well. There's about 6 of us, you know, and I trust me own. Do you understand? And it's nice. Stevie Billings labelled us the Grey Bearded Brigade. You know, so RASU is the Grey Bearded Brigade. You know, it's a code word. GBB. You thought I said the Gay Bearded Brigade, but I am not a gay. And there's nothing either, I've nothing wrong with it either, eh? You know, it doesn't bother me, you know. But can I thank Airshare Chick like I said, me coffee link was broke for fucking 5 months, and I didn't know how to fix it, so I said fuck it, you know. But I managed to get it fixed again, so like I said, I've worked me arse off, mate, and I believe in myself, and I'm not gonna be able to buy certain equipment now because me fucking have a baby on the way, and I've worked hard on YouTube and I'll continue doing it. And one day I'll look at it as a job, you know, and like when it comes to advice about being in prison, being sectioned, being on antipsychotic medications, having complex post-traumatic stress disorder, certified psychotic, like I don't make this up. It's the City of Manchester and the NHS that make that decision. The first responders, everything's about presentation, and when I got sectioned, I was at the trying to do something stupid, and you know, and like I said, God spared me, and now I know the reason why, because I'm a dad this year, become a granddad last year, got me ma back to Ireland, you know, 133 days off a mood stabiliser, and we got that channel back. How amazing is that? Yeah.
Jamie's leg with it. The girl's
I have to wait a minute, my old buddy's texting me.
It was a joy that part of her life, to learn what it means to be a teenager, to know what it's like to enjoy high school and prom, and everything that comes with it. And she won't get to experience that anymore. Simon Nellis was a nature lover by heart. He fell in love with Australia and the beautiful surrounding ocean when he was traveling there
That's
6
your
or 7
book,
years
okay,
ago.
so
With his fiancée, Lily
the
Creek.
tour, didn't it? Right, so
Their wedding was postponed due to the coronavirus pandemic. Their wedding was only weeks away.
where's the fucking tango?
Simon enjoyed swimming after work, and often went for a swim in the warm waters of Blue Bay and Malabar, Sydney.
Right, so this evening, hey Conan. Hang on, right, so today's the third, right, so this evening, like I said, I'm gonna open me panel on me, oh man, yeah, so tonight, I'm gonna bring a couple of people on, like for ages, I wanted to introduce all my mods to each other, by coming on my panel on my other channel, STRAIGHTOUTTABALLYER, and just talking about mental health awareness, addiction awareness, autism awareness, LD awareness, you know, ADHD awareness. Shout out to the Swan God Killer Watchers. Back! I like the Swan. I like both Swans. You know what I mean? Right, the Tour de Jan. So, like I said, I've worked so hard on this, and I have dreams and ambitions, and I want to get a camera. Now, I have a lot of props and I have a lot of things that's in my studio, but if I have to sell every little bit that's in there, except the canvases, and I'll try to get a second hand one, because look, every day, yeah, it's like, I'll show you what I mean. Let me get me runners on, yeah. You know, outside, right? You know the way. Look, I like Mother Nature. What do you want me to say? I'm a big fan of Mother Nature, so. Alright, neighbour. Yeah, man. Right, like I said, guys, attack the block. Look how big the garden is, though. Look. Right. Look how big it is now. Look at the tree line. All the way over there, yeah? And sometimes you see fucking hawks in the garden. And I want to be able to take pictures. Going over to the Etihad. Do me thing. You know, taking loads of fucking photographs. Like I said, I've always been birds crazy. You know, like I said, a little bird house, isn't it, in a way? And that's where Gully, I saved the skull this year, look. Shout out to Gully. Look at how big the garden is. Like, you know, it's like, I come out here, like I said, man. Sometimes I try to take pictures, you know, of the flight patterns and all. I've always been interested in birds, you know. But like I said, look how big my garden is. Watch. Now, according to the blueprints, we've got the biggest garden on the housing estate. You know what I mean? But like I said, I've always liked wildlife and birds, and I have, like, you know, birds land there, they land in the trees, the squirrels, I feed them. I used to be mad into pigeons. Do you know in China, pigeon racing is a big sport. A lot of money goes on it, but like I said, I like taking pictures, and that's what I want to do in order to grow the channel, guys. Give me a minute. Give me luck and strength for this year, and I will go ahead and face all the fears. Yeah, so let me put you down. Right, so Conan's a Liverpool fan, so Conan, right. Conan, I'm sure said he is a Liverpool fan. Bastard pens ran out. Mr. Chow, no. I love the way Chow laughs. She goes, you miss Chow? I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. I focus on the pain. It's the only thing that's real. What have I become? You fucking prick. I will hunt you down and dag you with a stick. Right, Conan is right. So Conan, here's how it is, yeah. Now, before you start coming, well, a while before I start coming in the chat, yeah, I have all me mods. Conan is Liverpool and Celtic. I'm sure Liverpool plus Celtic. Now, Celtic and Liverpool. Right, okay. Conan, there's no need for all the carnage on YouTube, do you understand? If we talk about different topics, a lot of us just get on, you know. whether it be mental health awareness, post-traumatic stress disorder awareness, LD awareness, autism awareness, everything's about awareness. You know, and like I said, 133 days in, bro. It's been a killer coming off this tablet, but I did it.
Don't swim or surf at night or on your dock.
You know, I did it.
This is when sharks are most active. They're
And I'm delighted.
misidentified.
And like I said, I'm gonna bring a couple of people on later on, maybe. A couple of people from Ballia, from the place I'm from.
Could be the cause of this. A group of swimmers is less likely to look like a seal or sea lion. Number 3, if you have an open cut or wound, do not go in the water. Sharks are well renowned for their incredible sense of smell.
But
Some species of shark have a quarter of
I'm just glad that I come true
you can smell and
in the end, you know.
from 3 miles. Number 4, remove
I didn't think I would, you know, and every day is living with it now. You know, with saying goodbye to me ma for the last time.
Number 5, stay
Like she got cremated in the UK, right? And she wanted her ashes in with my brother and sister, so yeah. So I had a perfect year last year and a grandfather becoming a dad, get me channel back, 133 days off a mood stabiliser.
confuse them into thinking that you or your pet are prey. Number 7, steer clear of areas where sharks like to hang out. These include the
You know, that's what I think, and then you know, if you put the work in and if you dedicate yourself to doing something, like for instance, my lad,
are some of the most feared
we had this agreement where,
oceans. These
like,
massive predators
you have to,
20 feet long.
what I didn't realise was, the first year of uni, all the students get bollock drunk and fucking taking LSD, and fucking my lad didn't even smoke a cigarette at 18 before he left, and he come back a bleeding drug addict the first year. You know, but all his mates were like that as well, like they come from big posh families and what have you, and you know, but nah, look I'd be a hypocrite if I said, yeah, don't do that, even though I have told him not to do, but you know, I'm absolutely chuffed, like, you know, in the progress of the channel, and the decent people that come in and out of here, you know, that don't cause no bother, that don't bring no drama in here, you know, and that's how I like it, you know, because look, if it's gonna bring my channel any negative attention here, save it, because I don't hesitate. I won't block you, I'll just take your spanner off you. I need me mods to be all on the ball. Do you understand? Because this is the start of it. You know, we had to get a seat at the table, and we have. We're nearly on 800 in 11 months. Well, 11 months and 25 days, something like that, but like I said,
scanning the waters for any signs of danger. Meanwhile, another crew member kept a watchful eye from aboard the ship. The sun beat down on the palm trees.
I'll write it down proper, bro.
In the waves, blissfully unaware of the
Live up
danger
here.
lurking just beneath the surface. Most of the swimmers have been in the water for over an hour, with Heather Boswell having spent
And what the hell do we care?
enjoying the cool embrace of the ocean. It was then
Stevie
that
Billings
Heather
is a Liverpool
saw
fan
one
too.
massive great white shark that suddenly appeared on the scene. At first, the crew thought it was all a joke when someone yelled out, "Shark!" But as the enormity of the situation became apparent, panic set in. Fear spread through the
And what the hell do we care?
Meanwhile, on the boat, the monitor heard a second warning cry out across the water. I'm not kidding, there's a shark. The shark was now closing in on Heather Boswell, who was blissfully unaware of the danger that was lurking just 25 feet away from her.
But
The crew on the boat
like I said, guys, I did say to you, in the new year I will do a few things, and no time like the present. Here I have to go because there's no one here. But I'll be back at about 11:30.